Excuse me. Good evening, everybody. There, let us know who you are on the chat. Evening, Stacey. Hope you're well, mate. Hello, June. Evening, Dawn. All right, kid. Carolyn Davy, were you? Hello, Stephen. Hello, Jeanette. Woof, forgotten. I think that's probably everybody for tonight. All right. We just have to hold the fort, kid, till she gets her connection sorted. I'll give you the quiz subjects tonight anyway. Question 1 is general knowledge. 2 is food and drink. 3 is pop. 4 is London. 5 weights and measures. 6 is TV. 7 is history. 8 is films. 9 is geography. And 10 is board games. So, as usual, a nice selection of subject there. Okay, June. I was wondering about Richard, but well, football's the important thing as well. We'll crack on. Hopefully, our Carol's internet problems will sort themselves out. We'll go through the first 2 rounds. If you're still having trouble, let us know, kid. Okay, question 1 on general knowledge. First part. Who was the ventriloquist who had Orville the Duck as his main puppet? Who was the ventriloquist who had Orville the Duck as his main puppet? Question 2. From which country did tennis star Elina Stasi originally come? From which country did tennis star Elina Stasi originally come? Excuse me. Question 3. Which poet, playwright, and author wrote the poem The Ballad of Reading Gaol whilst in prison there? Which poet, playwright, and author wrote the poem The Ballad of Reading Gaol whilst imprisoned there? Excuse me. Question 4. In which section of the orchestra would you find a flautist? In which section of the orchestra would you find a flautist? And question 5. Who had a 1996 hit with a cover version of Roberta Flack's 1973 hit, Killing Me Softly? Who had a 1996 hit with a cover version of Roberta Flack's 1973 hit, Killing Me Softly? Okay, question 2 is on food and drink. First part. Hendrix, Larios, and Seagram's are some of the best-selling brands of which spirit? Hendrix, Larios, and Seagram's are some of the best-selling brands of which spirit? Question 2. What is the national dish of Hungary? What is the national dish of Hungary? Question 3. Scrag end is the name for a cut of which type of meat? Is it beef, pork, or lamb? Scrag end is the name for a cut of which type of meat? Beef, pork, or lamb? Question 4. Which came first, McDonald's or KFC? Which came first, McDonald's or KFC? Excuse me. And question 5. Claret is a dry red wine produced in which region of France? Claret is a dry red wine produced in which region of France? When you've got your answers down. Excuse me. Oh, throbbing your throat. When you get your answers down, senders are ready through. When everybody's ready, we'll go through the answers. Just make glasses a quick wipe. It's smudged. Oh, that's better. Okay, Stephen ready, Stacey ready, Dawn ready, June ready. We got a message from our kids, see if our Carol's got her internet sorted. Yeah, our kids ready. Okay, general knowledge. Orville the Duck was the main puppet of Keith Harris. Elena Stasi was Romanian. Ballad of Reading Jail was written by Oscar Wilde. You'll find a flautist in the wind section of the orchestra. The 1996 hit with a cover of Killing Me Softly was the Fugees. Food and drink, Hendrix, Larios and Seagrams are all gins. National dish of Hungary is goulash. Scrag End is a cut of lamb or mutton. Which came first, McDonald's or KFC? That was McDonald's in 1940. KFC was 1952. And claret is a dry red wine of the Bordeaux region of France. All right, kid. When you get your scores, send them through. Stacey, good start, 9 out of 10. Eddie, 8. June, 9. Dawn, 9. And Stephen, 9. All good scores. Nice and close. Going to round 3 on pop. Duos. First part. What single gave the Everly Brothers their first UK number 1 in 1958? What was the title of the single that gave the Everly Brothers their first UK number 1 in 1958? Question 2. Who was the female vocalist in the duo Yazoo? Who was the female vocalist in the duo Yazoo? Excuse me. Question 3. Which duo recorded Dancing in the Street as part of the 1985 Live Aid event? Which duo recorded Dancing in the Street as part of the 1985 Live Aid event? Both the duos as such were both individual singers, but they joined on that particular track. I remember it well. Question 4. Who duetted with Diana Ross on the song Endless Love? Who duetted with Diana Ross on the song Endless Love? And question 5. Which single in 1983 gave Wham their first UK number 1? Which single in 1983 gave Wham their first UK number 1? Okay, question 4 is on London. Not London. Question 1. Sir Edwin Landseer sculpted 4 lions that guard which London landmark? Sir Edwin Landseer sculpted 4 lions that guard which London landmark? Question 2. Where in London were the first escalators installed in 1898? Which building in London were the first escalators installed in 1898? Third part. Which author gave the copyright of the Peter Pan works to Great Ormond Street Hospital? Which author gave the copyright of the Peter Pan works to Great Ormond Street Hospital? Excuse me. Question 4. Who did Michael Fagan famously wake up in London in July 1982? Who did Michael Fagan famously wake up in London in July 1982? And question 5. The London skyscraper called 30 St Mary Axe is also known by which nickname? Is it the Shard or the Gherkin? The London skyscraper called 30 St Mary Axe is also known by which nickname? The Shard or the Gherkin? Once again, when you get your answers down, send us a ready through. We all know the score after that. Stacey, ready? Stephen, ready? Dawn, ready? June, ready? Excuse me. We might have to wait a little while for ready for our Carol's computer's running behind. There you go, ready? Okay, question 3 on Pop the Duos. Everly Brothers' first UK number 1 was All I Have to Do Is Dream. Female vocalist in Yazoo was the brilliant Alison Moyet. The duo recorded Dancing in the Street as part of Live Aid was David Bowie and Mick Jagger. Who duetted with Diana Ross on Endless Love, that was Lionel Richie. On the 1983 single, it gave Wham their first UK number 1, Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. London said when Landseer sculpted 4 lines that guard Nelson's column. First escalators in 1898 were installed in Harrods, the Harrods building in London. The author that gave the copyright to the Peter Pan works to Great Ormond Street Hospital was J.M. Barrie. Michael Fagan famously woke up the Queen in 1982 when he broke into her bedroom. And 30 St Mary Axe is also known as the Gherkin. When you get your scores, send them through. Stacey 8 at 17. Dawn 8 at 17. June 9 at 18. Eddie 8 at 16. Stephen 7 at 16. So June has leapt into the lead there on 18 points. Stacey and Dawn on 17. Stephen and Eddie on 16. Need 2 points between everybody. As we go into round 5 on weights and measures. Weights and measures. It's a good one for us oldies. All old measures. Question 1. How many ounces are there in a pound? None of these kilos and things. How many ounces are there in a pound? Question 2. How many pints are there in a gallon? How many pints are there in a gallon? Question 3. How many yards are there in a mile? How many yards in a mile? Question 4. How many feet are there in a fathom? And for the nautical people, how many feet are there in a fathom? Question 5. How many fluid ounces are there in a pint? How many fluid ounces in a pint? Maybe one for the cooks or chefs amongst you. Question 6 is on TV. Crime double acts. Crime double acts. Name the cop programs in which these pairs of actors appeared together. Name the cop programs in which these pairs of actors appeared together. 1. John Thaw and Dennis Waterman. John Thaw and Dennis Waterman. 2. Sharon Gless and Tyne Daly. Sharon Gless and Tyne Daly. 3. This goes back a little way. Roger Moore and Tony Curtis. These are TV cop programs. Roger Moore and Tony Curtis. Question 4. Don Johnson and Philip Michael Thomas. Don Johnson and Philip Michael Thomas. And question 5. Bruce Willis and Sybil Shepherd. Bruce Willis and Sybil Shepherd. When you get your answers down, send us a ready. Stephen ready. Stacy ready. Dawn ready. June ready. Yes, Eddie. Okay. Go through your answers. There are 16 ounces in a pound, 8 pints in a gallon, 1,760 yards in a mile, 6 feet in a fathom, and 20 fluid ounces in a pint. TV, John Thorne, Dennis Waterman appeared in The Sweeney. Sharon Glessentine Daly in Cagney and Lacey. Roger Moore and Tony Curtis, The Persuaders. The Persuaders. Don Johnson and Philip Michael Thomas were Miami Vice. And Bruce Willis and Sybil Shepherd, Moonlighting. Moonlighting. You get your scores, send them through. Excuse me. Stephen 9 is 25. Stacey 7 is 24. Eddie 9, 25. Dawn 7, 24. And June, full marks, June on 28. Increases our lead. We've got June on 28. Stephen and Eddie on 25. Stacey and Dawn on 24. We like the old ones. We're doing with just you. I would think if Stacey got any of those weights and measures ones, he was doing well. It's all litres and centimetres and all that rubbish. Kind of like feet and inches. Anyway, question 7 is on history. Fairly recent history. Prime Ministers. All 5 parts. Name the 5 Prime Ministers between Margaret Thatcher and Boris Johnson. That's excellent, Stacey. Excellent. Name the 5 Prime Ministers between Margaret Thatcher and Boris Johnson. He's soon to be ex-Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Me back. Quick question 8 is on films. Meryl Streep films. Meryl Streep films. I'll give you the year of the film. I'll give you the character she played and a small description of the film plot. Just name the film. Yeah, the first one was 2006. She played Miranda Priestley. The film was about a smart but sensible new graduate lands a job as an assistant to Miranda Priestley, the demanding editor-in-chief of a high-fashion magazine. What's the film? It was out in 2006. Meryl Streep played Miranda Priestley. A smart but sensible new graduate lands a job as an assistant to Miranda Priestley, the demanding editor-in-chief of a high-fashion magazine. Question 2. 1985 film, she played Karen Blixen. In 20th century colonial Kenya, the Danish Baroness plantation owner has a passionate love affair with a free-spirited big game hunter. 1985 film, Meryl Streep played Karen Blixen. In 20th century colonial Kenya, the Danish Baroness plantation owner has a passionate love affair with a free-spirited big game hunter. Number 3, the 2011 film, she played Margaret Thatcher in a biography of Britain's first woman Prime Minister. What's the title of the film? 2011, she played Margaret Thatcher in a biography of Britain's first woman PM. Question 4. A 1978 film, she played Linda. The film is an in-depth examination of the ways in which the Vietnam War impacts and disrupts the lives of several friends in a small steel mill town in Pennsylvania. 1978 film, she played Linda in an in-depth examination of the ways in which the Vietnam War impacts and disrupts the lives of several friends in a small steel mill town in Pennsylvania. Titles of the films you're looking for. And question 5, the 1992 film in which Streep played Madeline Ashton Menville. When a fading actress learns of an immortality treatment, she sees it as a way to outdo her longtime rival. 1992 film, she played Madeline Ashton Menville. When a fading actress learns of an immortality treatment, she sees it as a way to outdo her longtime rival. And you've got your answers down, senders are ready. You've got Stacey ready, June ready. Jones ready. Stephen's ready. Oh, and Eddie's ready. There you go. Okay, question 7 on history. The Prime Ministers. The 5 Prime Ministers between Margaret Thatcher and Boris Johnson were John Major, Tony Blair, Gordon Brown, David Cameron, Theresa May. John Major, Tony Blair, Gordon Brown, David Cameron, Theresa May. And the films, Meryl Streep films. The 2006 film in which he played an editor-in-chief of a high fashion magazine was The Devil Wears Prada. The 1985 film set in Kenya was Out of Africa. 2011 film which he played Margaret Thatcher was The Iron Lady. The 1978 film on and around the Vietnam War was The Deer Hunter. And the 1992 film about a fading actress learning of an immortality treatment, Death Becomes Her. Death Becomes Her. Excuse me. When you get your scores, send them through. Dawn 8 is 32. Eddie 8 is 33. Stacey 9 is 33. Stephen 8 is 33. And June 8 is 36. So we've got June 3 points in the lead there. And then Stephen, Eddie, and Stacey all on 33, with Dawn on 32. As we're going to the last 2 rounds, it's all to play for. Question 9 on geography, Europe. Question 1, what is Europe's most northern capital city? What is Europe's most northern capital city? Question 2, which river, excuse me, which river flows through Budapest? Which river flows through Budapest? Excuse me. Question 3, alphabetically, which European country comes first? Alphabetically, which European country comes first? Question 4, in which European country is the region known as the Tyrol? In which European country is the region known as the Tyrol? And question 5, what is the largest country in Europe in terms of area? What is the largest country in Europe in terms of area? And question 10 on board games. All 5 parts. Name 5 of the 6 weapons used in a game of Cluedo. Name 5 of the 6 weapons used in a game of Cluedo. It's easy if you play Cluedo, not so much if you don't play it. When you've got your answers, send us already, and we'll go through and find out your winner. Because it's all very close. Good. June ready? Stacey ready? Dawn ready? Oh dear. Ready? And Stephen ready. Okay, geography, European geography. Europe's most northern capital city is Reykjavik, capital of Iceland. Which river flows through Budapest? That's the Danube. Alphabetically, which country comes first? That is Albania. Which European country is a region known as the Tyrol? That's in Austria. And the largest country in Europe in terms of area is Russia. And the board games, you want 5 of the 6 weapons used in a game of Cluedo. Any 5 from a candlestick, a dagger, a lead pipe, a revolver, a rope, and a wrench or a spanner. Candlestick, dagger, lead pipe, revolver, rope, and wrench. Any 5 of those 6. Let's have your scores. I didn't have the sport to get June on this week, so I think I've got on the games. Eddie 8 is 41. Dawn 9 is 41. Stacey 9 is 42. Excuse me. Stephen 10 is 43. And June 6 is 42. Unlucky June just pipped at the final post there by Stephen and Jeanette. Excellent. 10 out of 10 the last round. Gives them 43. June and Stacey on 42. Eddie and Dawn on 41. Really good quizzing tonight, I think, people. They're getting better. Getting better. Let's start making the questions a bit harder. Put some sport ones back in for June, I think. Okay, thanks, June. Okay, hope everybody enjoyed it. If you did, we'll see you again next Tuesday night, 7:30. Good night, God bless everybody. See you next week. Bye.